Good morning. It's day 68, and I'm thinking as I start this, the days when I do these in the mornings, it seems to turn out way better. But today I want to continue the conversation from a couple of days ago where I talked about compliance and what the flip side of that looks like. And in the environment that I grew up in, which unfortunately can just be labeled religious, the opposite of compliance was being rebellious. And that was a horrible thing to be labeled. For you to say that your child is rebellious brings pictures in one's mind of this super negative, just being difficult for the sake of being difficult. But my approach to compliance, at least at this stage of my life, is that I'm looking at it as something to be valued, because within each of us are the seeds of something heroic. I had read a post on social media a couple of weeks ago where it was a woman and she was asking the question, why do Christian women identify so much with the female warrior images? And of course, my mind immediately goes to Wonder Woman from the movies. And remember thinking, I want to be like that. And in the term of being, in that vein of being heroic, my thought is within each of us lies the ability to ask, how could this be improved? Whether it's a process, a relationship, something that we're doing that's not going well, or something we're doing that is going well, but having that constant question in mind. How can I make this better? And it's something that tends to get lost when, as Michael Gerber called it, we move into technician mode or manager mode, because then it becomes all about doing and managing the process, where an entrepreneur, which I realize I'm probably more of that than either of the other two, is always wondering. They're always wondering, how can I make something better? How can I do this better? How can I contribute more in this particular situation? And the thing I would like to propose is the reason that I think of that as being heroic is because if you can put yourself in that situation of always exploring and always looking for what's better, not in the sense of what's outside, but what can I do that would make this situation better? It's very likely that there are other people around you that would be influenced by that idea. I know I've done posts about, adventure and wanting to instill that in my family, but I realize more every day how much a part of that is just learning to question. And it's not questioning for the sake of questioning, it's questioning for improvement, for how could this be done differently? How could I interact with this person better? What would help them? And there really is a community of people around each one of us that we can influence and that we are influencing. And if the only conversation you ever have and the only mindset you ever have is just maintaining the status quo, keep your head down, stay out of the line of fire, all those just phrases that go with being compliant, if that's the world you live in, chances are you're surrounded by people that are doing the same thing, because there are various adages about the people you surround yourself with. And my challenge for you today, my encouragement is, can you start thinking in terms of, I wonder how I could do this better. I wonder how I could make this interaction work better. I wonder, instead of just, it is the way it is. Even my parents have a line that they use from time to time that says, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. And that, in a sense, is just sort of giving in and being compliant with what has always been there. So if you can kind of shift your focus a little bit to, I wonder how this could be better. Instead of focusing on what needs to be fixed or what's not going well, or the person that's being cranky and grumpy, or the boss that's a tyrant. Okay, what can I do? What process can I put in place? What interaction can I have? I guess it's about personal responsibility as much as anything. So today, try to start integrating that thought into your process. I wonder. It's a day 68. I'm signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow.